The UK is a trap, part 2. So the UK trap is not about forcing you, it's about a structure. So the system is designed to keep you comfortable but predictable, not drowning, not flying, just surviving. A hamster wheel painted in British culture. So the point of my series is not to complain, but to expose structures. People keep commenting, nobody forced you to finance a car, nobody forced you to get a mortgage, UK is not a trap, you chose to be in that trap yourself. Now, let me respond to this properly. Nobody forced you to get a mortgage. Okay, but where do you want people to live? Under a bridge? Or do you want them to rent a home forever? Of course you need a roof over your head, and house prices have gone up so much over the decades. Why do you think they've gone up? Not because they're luxurious, but because banks make their real money from lending, not bricks. What if you do overpayment and you pay off your mortgage early? Don't worry, they are still waiting for you. You pay council tax till you die. You pay standing charges for utilities whether you use them or not. Stamp duty, land tax if you downsize by buying a smaller property. Inheritance tax if you try to pass it on to your children. And you have already paid income tax in saving up the money you used in buying that property in the first instance. Even a paid off house isn't free. You have to rent the land from the state forever. Councils don't care if your house is empty. You will pay that council tax. Now to point 2, you didn't have to finance a car. True. But the system is designed for you to do so. Why does MOT start at 3 years? Why do main car dealers push 3-year finance deals to you? Why do they push the narrative that any car that is older than 3 years is an old car and is a liability? Because every 3 years they want you back in the debt cycle. No, you are not upgrading your lifestyle. You are upgrading their income stream. Number 3, you don't have to go on holidays. Holidays are optional. Well, not in this environment. You grew up in another country and holidays were not a big deal. But now that you're in the UK, your kids socialize you. Dad, where are we going this summer? The trap doesn't need chains. It only needs structures that nudge your choices. What are we doing for Christmas? Everyone in school is going to Spain. Can we try Portugal? Suddenly, Portugal becomes normal. Spain becomes expected. And Turkey becomes an annual thing. Why? Because environment shapes behaviors and you are not free from that influence. You are systematically socialized into spending. Every system has a culture and that culture has a cost. Getting on the property ladder becomes an aspirational thing. It's pushed everywhere and you can't buy cash because it's not affordable, so you get on the mortgage and you pay lots in interest rates to the bank. You can get that right by choosing the right property and by playing the system, yes, but the structure is still there to fleece you. No, I'm not saying UK is hell, and I'm not saying Africa is better. I'm not saying Nigeria, Cameroon, or Ghana has it better. That's not the point. The point is simple. Comfort can be a silent trap. Systems can shape you without force, and understanding that the trap is there in the first instance is the first step to freedom. See you on the next episode for part 3.